Of course, there's nothing better than when you get extorted, especially when you're under emotional stress. Unfortunately, that is once again something that Chise is going to have to deal with. Unfortunately, probably the one of, if not the worst person that could have had this suggestion. Especially under the guise of Stella. So, if you don't know what I'm on about, go back to the past episode because you probably missed it. If you do, let's begin. That was quite loud. Now, unless Magus Bride pulls the same kind of stunt that it did with other characters that we've met, like... I can't remember his name, but the Scarface man. Where initially, oh, these are the bad guys, oh, they're evil. And then turns out, oh, it's not actually, they're not that bad. Unfortunately, it's going to have to put in a lot of work for me to think that way about Cartophilus. Also, that scene where Elias was contemplating making Chise a late night snack, he doesn't seem to have been fighting any such urges recently, has he? Is this the... I know, like, we've seen him sat there on the sofa and whatnot, but is this the same place that the other science guys are? Or his own personal lab? Oh, I remember that dentist light. Is that meant to make her feel better? Maybe. What's... Oh, this is strange, even for Cardophilius. Well, yeah, he said that, life is pain, etc. And what does she get in return? Oh yeah, he doesn't have an arm. Oh, fair deal. Oh, actually, yeah, it would be kind of hard to believe it, but if his curse can be extended that easily, or passed on that easily. As a test, you might want to go for something a little less obvious. Cool, I'm actually very glad about that. Your emotions are all over the place. And hopefully she has some sort of anesthetic. Oh no, I'm closing the wrong eye. I would have really liked not to have that maybe, what, 2 frames that I saw? Good for you, mate. How did he actually make it such a clean transplant in on well for both parties? Great. He's gonna make sure she suffers slightly for it. Another dream world, like with the coven, where it's not. Oh, we're getting to that already. Okay. It's less of a story, more of a straight reliving. Are we? Oh, how her life started off quite good. Are we gonna see what the reasoning was behind the dad leaving? There's some like extraordinary circumstances. Oh, great! She loves mayonnaise as well. I saw. Apart from being able to see things, it was a relatively nice upbringing. She has the same kind of sleeping posture as I tend to have. And what happened to break apart this what seems to be a happy family? God, I can't look at her face. It's so unsettling now. I'm guessing it started. True. How many other people has he made this sort of deal with then? Hmm. Making her relive the happy moments. Oh, that's not some foreshadowing. Hmm. He's just off to get cigarettes. Maybe she can follow him. Maybe his memory is a bit more. Ah, no. If she didn't know what's happened, she can't. Yep. Things definitely went downhill. It's good that she's got some helpers at work. She can't follow her own advice. Wow, she is running herself ragged. Um, that is quite the danger. Only very few of them have been so abundantly out for blood. Having all of those extra voices really didn't help the situation. But no matter what you've been through, I cannot forgive laying hands on your children. Especially to the extent of what we saw with the whole throttling. Unless we find out she was possessed or something at the time. Does modern day, you say, also hear the voices that are, or at least that voice? It's not the daughter that is causing the issues, is it? It's those black things, and they're going to be there no matter what. Oh, great. Foaming at the mouth as well. It's getting quite. And rather than, you took the easy way out. And there's the fluttering. There was a sound effect. There's the fluttering curtains from the intro. Her arm. Bit of a projection there. Being able to talk to your memories. And how, sure, it was a one-time deal, but can really change a lifetime of other memories and thoughts about you. Yep. She had given up on herself long before. Is she actually getting an arm in exchange or just losing the arm? So she's holding her to blame for not being able to recognize the happiness that she had in the past. Oh, how things would be different if you could have conversations like this with your past. Yeah, if she had followed through, then all of these experiences wouldn't have happened. It's just like the other ghost of the past that erupted into flowers. Hmm. Does that mean she has? It's like conditional. She has a conditional immortality. Since it was meant to be a curse. So did she? Was she technically dead on the table until she accepted this? Hmm. You haven't lost the arm or the curse yet, so if he's so if he wants to rid of his curse, then I'm sure just be one with the sacrifice. And fun fact, I've been throttled once. Although there was no real heartfelt, well, lifelong animosity or weird feelings of self-worthlessness. It's hard to really commentate on anything. There seemed like there was a lot more at play there. Oh, he didn't seem very happy about that. And one thing that this show is definitely driving home is the fact that, well, no matter how good of a life you have lived, there is definitely going to be moments where you've had an experience. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be complete strangers, but it will have changed the course of your life, maybe without you even realizing it. And sometimes there is no logical answer. As much as that bugs me. And we know that her father could see the other bits and pieces out there. So, was he voice tricked like the mother, if that wasn't part of just her internal conflict? Was he abducted? He was actually just going out for a little bit, don't worry. Or had he actually had enough of all of the neighbours? I can't remember if that's what they're all called or just the... But it could mean a re-emergence of her brother at some point. Probably not in this series, but maybe further on down the line. But if you enjoyed this episode, please let me know, because I'm needing the little bit of mental pick-me-up that would provide. So leave a like and maybe even a comment down below. And of course, I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss the final few, so subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. But most importantly, take care of yourself. Get a rest. So I can see you in the next one. If you want to be my forcibly induced nightmare, then consider joining onto my Patreon. Because those such as Florida Sal, Ray Wynn, Aegis TR, Dynamite 1997, Lewis on Monza, Aisha M, Danny Tree, Shiwan, ASD and everyone else are the uncomfortable reminders of the past that is my channel. Well, actually that one's a bit more literal than usual. I hope you enjoyed it.